Well, that's where we're up to today. I didn't have much time on it today either. I keep begging off, but I managed to do some of the edge beading with the half round that I found, and I worked out a way to work with this, with the square, the 3/4 square. What I have to do is drill a half pilot hole, and then I can nail it without splitting and without the nail going everywhere. So that's what I've done today. I put edge bead on the top there, which has looked so nice that I decided, let me see, I'll go along the bottom here as well, which I've done over there on Beth's desk. I decided that I would do this. I quite like this effect, so I built that up. I thought it was worth doing that. The edge beading has worked out very well here. It needs to be sanded and some filler in prep for painting, but actually I do feel that little thing needs to be in contrast to the rest of the piece. So this edge beading will have to be done in a different color, I think, when I do that. And I'm going to do this part of the concealed lighting. I'll put the beading on that too. I think I have enough. Still have to work out quite how I'm going to do that so that it fits in with the general theme on here. So, quite pleased with that. Of course, there's an entire bottom part of the desk has yet to come. Actually, the entire bottom part of a desk is usually all the desk, but I've spent all this time on the top. So, that's where I am. Thanks for looking in. This is A Foreigner in the Philippines. It's a shorty video just to give an update. So, there it is. Bye for now. Hey, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines and my quarantine madness, remodeling the house project, using up the time that we've been imprisoned. We're not in quarantine. You don't quarantine healthy people. But anyway, we've been imprisoned and our movements are restricted the same as everybody else. So I've been doing what I always used to do, which was build furniture, and I've been having fun. It's been nice to go back and do it. So what we've actually done, just to give you an update for those who haven't been involved in our videos, we've done Beth's workstation, and this is her workstation. It's ready, almost ready for top coat. I might do some other little decorative things in here for her, which I expect that she might want once she sees what I'm doing in my place. in my workstation. I wanted to have places that I could put stuff, you know, maybe if I wanted to draw something, I could put it up there to pose it. Still lifes. There's no plural of still lifes, is there? So haven't done too much today. I wanted to do a decorative thing here, so let me see, let me show you. My intention was to put a decorative strip in, 1, 2, 3, going around the corner, right? So this is for no other reason than that, but it does provide a little support, for unneeded support for the shelf there. That, and let me see, yeah, here's some pieces I'd cut earlier, and the trouble with this particular molding is the wood is so hard. It must be, I'm guessing, Philippine mahogany. The colour looks about right, so I'd be putting, say, 2 or 3 there, and they would travel around the corner, and they would just be part of a decorative theme that I would have going throughout the whole little area, because I think of this as an area rather than a desk. This is where I would actually do some work, and a lot of this was done purely for aesthetics. I mean, I put this in so that I can have concealed lighting up there, which will not be so harsh. This has been put up as a support using the same idea as, let me explain that this house is built on metal stud. So this is hardy board, right, which is very good, but I hate working with it, and it goes straight onto the stud. Now, very difficult to hang anything on this, so I put an entire new wall in there, putting the first piece there, then we put the shelf onto that piece, which you can see how that's worked out there. There's the 3/4, and then the shelf sits on top of that, and then the 3/4 plywood. So that's the idea there, and I'll be able to hang anything onto that. So this is all plywood here, and more plywood and plywood to the end. Okay, and then this was just, as I say, to have that decorative piece. Now, I lucked out today. My normal supplier has not been able to give me the half round, and I found a place in Talabon, and was able to get 20 pieces of this. You know, I should have bought everything that they had, but even this costs around 1800 or 2000, if not, yeah, 15 or 1600 for these 20 pieces. See, and that really finishes that edge very nicely. See, so that will finish the edge there, and any other edges that I want to put a finish on, you know, and I have plenty of those that I would want to do that with. See, this would look all that much better with that on there. Now, I've only got 20 pieces. Now that I'm looking at it, I thought, well, what the heck, I'll get 20 pieces. Now that I've come home, and now that I'm looking at the fact that I can probably do 2 or 3 pieces just on that shelf there, so I'm thinking I should have bought more, but it did seem like they had quite a bit of stock, so I'll be able to go back there. Famous last words in the Philippines, by the way. You need to buy what you can when you can get it, because there's still, especially at the moment with the pandemic, and that's making things a little bit difficult for these suppliers. So that's how it's looking now. Not a terrific amount of work, even though, well, it's a lot of work, but not a great deal to show for it, as happens so many times. See, so that's where I'm up to, and I'm quite happy with how that's looking, and optimistic that it will really look like a really nice job. So, thanks for looking in. This is A Foreigner in the Philippines. Good night to you. As you can see by that black looking window, it's night time here. In fact, about 6:25, I would say. So, bye for now then. Bye for now.